at this sight. Look at this sight. Can you guys get that on camera? I got that's like a blue moon right there.
Frank, first day of practice, just how exciting it is to get all the guys out here at once and see the team play or practice for the first time.
It's great. We've been, throughout the summer and the first 4 or 5 weeks, whatever it's been, 2 hours a week, trying to figure out a way to teach the parts of the whole, and now here teach the whole, and then connect those parts, and then hopefully about a month from now be able to resemble a basketball team and go out there and compete in front of people, referees, cameras, the whole thing.
Coach, any concern with just the youth on this team? Look at the roster; it's very young.
Take a look at what I looked like the day I got hired, and see what I look like now. And the hair's a little wider, and there's a bigger spot on the top of my head that's going to continue to go that way with these guys. But they're great. They're great.
Is it a bit like starting over with so many new guys and kind of just what you want to do?
Yeah, no. It's new guys is part of the business. For anyone that ever sit around and say, "Well, we're too young." That's part of the business. The part that makes the business easier to do year to year are the returning guys, and we got a core guys that played major minutes last year that understand. They comprehend me. I comprehend them. There's direction now for those first year guys. Where last year none of those guys had direction. I was trying to figure them out. They were trying to figure me out. And no, it'll be okay.
How big of a role is it, Frank, to have Carrera back? Not only after his first year of learning, but to have him healthy this year.
Well, I mean, usually when you're a high-strung player like he is that plays on emotion, when you're not physically fit to sustain, that emotion tends to take you to places that you don't want to be at. And that's what happened to him sometimes last year. He couldn't sustain, and then that emotion would lead to bad fouls and lose his focus on what we were trying to do, and he kind of get wrapped up in his own moment. I'm based on what I've seen in 1 hour practices, which is all we've done, he's way ahead of where he was at last year because he can sustain effort right now. So we'll see. It's what makes Mike special is that emotion that he brings to the table every day. That's also his weakness. It's as he continues to mature as a player, is how he manages that to determine how good he can become.
Coach, what do you want to accomplish this week in practice, especially on day one? What are some of the goals you're setting for this team this week?
Pass it to the guys on your team. Maybe make a layup. We missed so many of them last year. That'd be refreshing. No, I'm just getting guys to continue to understand what we're doing. Terminology, that's a huge part of this terminology, and those young guys, they got to grasp the terminology because the summer workouts and the preseason workouts. But now we have to, this kind of speeds up a little bit now. This isn't as laid back and as slow as the summer, maybe the first 3-4 weeks were. So we've got to move forward, and they've got to work real hard to stay in tune.
What he brings to your staff.